guess that's it.
I don't know.
Your content.
Oh, that'd probably be it then. Did you finally get it figured out? I did get the notification, but I don't exactly know if that's what's going on or not. Yeah, you're in good shape because I'm getting an ad, so.
Marco.
Thanks a lot, YouTube.
What's going on?
Thanks a lot, YouTube. I know that movie.
Name it then.
I don't have to name it.
Name it.
Lost Boys.
Good. Yeah, we are alive. Give me a clap.
What do you got going on?
Say, give me the clap.
I'll just do this.
Give me a couple more claps.
All right, when this motherfucker comes back, what we're going to do is I'm going to toss him a lightsaber and see if the fucking guy... I'm going to test his resolve, see what he's got. See if he starts dueling. See if he's all talk. Happened to have received some lightsabers for my kid for Christmas, and I borrowed them for today. Is that enough? Son of a bitch. Can you get back in here? Hey, man, come on, man. What are you doing? Here we go.
On my way. Yeah, we're good.
Son of a bitch. Can you get back in here?
Fuck you, I brought my own!
Hey, man, come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah, get the fuck off me. Hey, I got this heavy motherfucker in my hand. Ow. Alright, that's enough.
I think we've seen who won that one.
I wasn't ready. I brought my own lightsaber, though. Mine's much cooler because I built it.
Yep, I think I won.
Shut up. You ain't won nothing. You got to come off with some of them M&Ms, too.
You can definitely have some of these M&Ms, but hey, you have to take the green because I'm dark side. That was just a joke.
Much cooler than I built it.
God, hey, pull that out of
That's what she said.
No. So, hello everyone.
Why is my camera all fucked up?
You can have some of those M&Ms if you want.
M&M's, eh?
Yeah.
Hold on here. Check 1, 2.
I even have Anakin.
You brought a third lightsaber?
You never know, man.
You got 2 Anakins.
Well, technically I do.
Darth Vader's.
Technically, I do have 2 Anakins, but they're different.
That's weird. Actually, that is weird because
It's different. It's different.
Yeah.
It's different. Because he redid his. This is Rey's.
Oh, that's the one that he lost on. Yeah, because that's the original one Obi-Wan gave him.
Exactly.
Yeah. Obi-Wan. All right, hold on. I gotta post this shit on Facebook.
Did you see yours? Well, that one.
First time liver. Justin is a first time liver. Hello, liver.
Long time listener, first time liver.
What up, Justin?
Well, you just got to see me kick Everett's ass.
Dude, we're going to do it again when the cameras aren't off. We're going to do it like Apollo
That's
and
Luke's.
Rocky.
That's Luke's there.
No shit, it's what I modeled mine after. Kinda. It's like a horrible shit version of it. I made in Machine Shop 20 years ago.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's pretty badass in my opinion.
Not bad, not bad. Brittany said Allie loved it. Hello.
All right, let me put this up on the Facebook stuff.
Chris Dabney said this is why he watches the show.
For you to beat on me with the lightsaber and I'm
I
not
think
ready?
so.
I wish I heard you say the shit. I was in my office grabbing my...
Yeah, it's because you suck.
But I was like, oh, I'll be smart about it. I'll grab my fucking lightsaber I made that's in my office. And then I was like, well, no.
You better start being practical.
It's fair.
Yeah, the Force is weak with this one.
No, that's
I got a Rebel shirt on today.
Man, you're a Disney shill.
I wouldn't say that. You want some of these M&Ms?
Yeah, throw me some of them. Just throw them. Working my butt off here to provide a...
To provide a what, huh? To provide a what?
I'm posting on YouTube or Facebook.
Everett hasn't seen Rogue One yet.
Have you?
Hey, Keegan. No, I haven't.
Oh. I was going to say, I didn't think you had.
No, I haven't seen it either.
Hey, if anybody's watching wants to call in later.
Yeah, the phone lines will be open this episode.
Yeah, just email me at info@surrealtalkpodcast.com and spam it in chat till I say something about it.
Spam us in chat till he says something.
Yeah, so I remember to check my email.
A few more things here.
I like what you've done here.
Yeah. Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Haven't seen Rogue One yet. No, I haven't either. I don't know. It's kind of like I want to wait, but I don't know. I feel like it'll be better if I can watch it in my living room or my bedroom. I live in my mom's basement. I'm going to watch it there.
Mom doesn't have a basement.
But if she did, I still wouldn't live there.
Did you ever live in a basement when we had one?
No.
I did. They kept me down there.
Scared of the dark, man.
Some sort of sloth from,
yeah.
What's it called?
Goonies.
They threw Baby Ruth at me, and I was okay with it.
Baby Ruth.
I was okay with it.
Baby Ruth.
Yeah. There's your M&M's back.
Thank you.
Now, there's one more thing I got to do, and I just can't remember. Oh, yeah. Start the record. Which one is this? That's 8. That's 15.
Start what? Oh, yeah. You still haven't started the recording?
No.
Yes, Justin, that's true. By the way, there is so much evidence that Sandy Hook was fake as fuck. I totally agree. He's on the Eric train. And if you'd like to get on the Eric train a little more, go to our website at surrealpodcast.com and surrealtalkpodcast.com and vote Team Eric or Team Everett.
It's currently tied 48-48.
Yeah. But
There's just a lot of deluded people out there.
But I suspect Justin will make it a. He'll do the tiebreaker. I'm sure.
Really down it. Be a few. Oh, that's what I got to do. Hold on.
Man, I had higher hopes for you in the lightsaber duel, Everett. I really did. I thought you know where I got that from. There's a video. Have you seen it?
Uh-uh.
And it's a guy, and he's standing around a corner in like a busy city. I don't even know where it's at. And he's got a lightsaber, and as random people walk around the corner, he just throws them a lightsaber just like that, and then he starts going at them just to see what they do.
I'm sure plenty of good
9 out of 10 people duel.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Then you got the little puss that doesn't duel.
I had a fucking...
leave me alone.
This thing is not light. It weighs
Leave me alone.
6 pounds.
Leave me alone.
It's hardcore fucking steel.
I know, I polished it.
It's heavy. It's phallic, now that I think about it.
Phallic, huh?
Like a penis.
You're gonna use big words now, eh?
Big words.
See the double meaning there?
All right. We're not using the old intro, are we?
Frank Reynolds, he said, I voted Team Eric. We're going to make podcasting great again. That's fucking great.
Cat's never seen a full Star Wars movie.
That's a shame because they're very awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you're not letting anybody but yourself down there, Cat.
Yeah, right. The only person you're screwing over there is yourself.
Okay, are we using the old intro?
I think so. Just for shits and gigs.
Mm-hmm. So I'll play the one from like episode 7. That should be good, right? We're gonna use our
episode 7, The Force Awakens. What was our episode 7?
I don't know. Let me look. There's an easier way to do this. Episode 7 of Surreal Talk, not our episode 7. It was the Mandela Effect. Ooh.
The Mandela Effect. Oh,
or was it?
I feel like we've been Mandela. I wouldn't even know.
Okay, hold on. You ready to do this?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not.
This podcast is brought to you by
loud.
lineupmedia.fm.
Sorry, people.
I like
Eric's
Brian's voice in the beginning, though. We should still do that.
We do that.
Is that still on?
Yeah, everyone.
Cool. I like that.
You're listening to Surreal Talk, a look inside the world of cults, conspiracies, and the paranormal. Brought to you by lineupmedia.fm.
The whole truth about JFK, 9/11, Area 51, the Illuminati, the moon landings, Jesus and Magdalene, the CIA, KGB, and AIDS, the reptilian elite, Watergate, the New World Order, Bilderberg, the MK Ultra Project, the history of the world and the oppression of the human consciousness, and the truth about
Turn
God,
it up.
the devil, heaven, hell, and the delicate fabric of the universe.
You gotta say, I am as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore.
Now your hosts,
Eric
Eric and Everett.
That's me. Welcome to Surreal Talk. Look inside the world of cults, conspiracies, and the paranormal. Lineupmedia.fm production. Hit the light.
Boom.
We're back.
We are back. Last episode of this year.
Last episode of the year. Yep, this is
This our first year.
the year in review.
That's this episode, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully people weren't expecting a follow-up to last week's Sandy Hook, which I thought turned out was a pretty good show.
We had a lot of, hey, we got our first Reddit mention off of a thread that we totally didn't even produce.
There was no conspiracy there.
No conspiracy
I've been
there.
pretty careful to keep us off Reddit.
Right. Those guys
think
are
we're Reddit. I don't think we're Reddit ready.
No, those guys will tear us apart.
I'm glad our people who listen to us like us, but I think there's something wrong with them.
They're
liking us?
they're off balance and unstable for sure. But that's okay, because so are we.
That kind of works. So like we said, today we're talking about 2016. Not just what happened overall in 2016, but more surreal talky. Which, like we said, this is our first year.
Yeah,
so we figure we go back over every episode we've done and give our thoughts and maybe give you some behind the scenes.
By the way, the phone lines are open. So.
Oh, phone lines, yes. Phone lines are open. If you guys want to, do your thing.
We're taking calls.
Just get us on the YouTube chat.
Definitely. So what are we going to talk about? Are the old days. How about that? So like when we first, what was the date we took over this podcast?
Well, our first published episode was on April 4th this year. So I got to figure we had started recording a week or so before that just to get our chops up.
Yeah.
Failed.
Right. But we'll give the listeners, even people that just, joined us in the last few months, a premise of what happened.
We took over the show Nick of Time. I'm sure most of you remember Nick of Time. It had ran for 13 episodes with a different host. One thing led to another. The host and the network kind of parted ways, and we had a gap for a host of the show. We wanted to keep this kind of show going. So they tapped me and you. I work for the network. You're my crazy, strange.
You said
little
tap.
brother.
You made me sound like I'm the last Scion.
No, you're not the last Scion. Are you?
Could be.
Anyway, so we decided we're going to take over the show and get into podcasting.
Yeah. Mostly because I like conspiracies and Everett didn't.
Yeah, I never had been classically a fan of conspiracy theory or weird shit in general. Eric would always call me on the phone and be like, hey, man, you got to check out this video, or hey, did you hear about this bullshit? Give me some examples of the weird shit you used to call me about.
I
tried to block it all out.
I constantly was hitting you up about 9/11, but it was just different shit. Like there was
9/11,
always I would hit you with some flat Earth questions because like your education's a little further than mine is. So like there's stuff in some videos that I wouldn't quite be able to
Not
comprehend.
technically.
Well, no, not technically, I guess, but there's stuff that like I just wouldn't understand, and in order to dispute or believe, I really needed to understand some of these things in some of the videos and articles that I was reading and watching. So I would always call Everett and ask him like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" Well, that's bullshit. You know, I mean, he was
I
totally
don't sound like that. Apparently, I sound like Seth Rogen.
right. Yeah. So like, insert Seth Rogen voice here. That's bullshit. You know. So, but he was totally a non-believer. He always shut me down, and I guess when the opportunity arose. Your boss got a hold of you about?
Yeah, it was. Well, beforehand we were thinking about adding in a co-host to Nick of Time when it was still Nick, and it was going to be me because my boss knew that it irritated me. Conspiracy stuff irritated me. We thought it'd been a good back and forth.
So this whole thing started off to piss you off.
Yeah, more or less just a ha-ha, look what you got to do. Which
Nice.
I'm fine.
Nice.
I'll roll with it. But whenever I had the opportunity to do it with you, I kind of, I'm going to take this seriously. We can maybe do something, have some fun.
Yeah, it is.
Now, the first few episodes, though.
Oh, man. Well, let's not
really
even
fun.
talk about the first few episodes first. Let's talk about the first time we got together to record an episode.
What were we doing it on?
We did 9 minutes on chemtrails.
Ugh, that's
Before this, we did 9 minutes before Pigpen got too pissed off and shut it off.
AKA me, not Pig.
Yeah, Everett. Before Everett got too mad and shut it off. He was like, "This is bullshit." Oh, yeah. So our first, and I actually tried to get him.
that voice, by the way.
I actually tried to
This
get
is
him.
bullshit.
I actually tried to get him to look it up and see if we still had that 9 minutes somewhere.
It might be somewhere. Hell, I don't
He
know.
assures me he'll find it, but God, that was a
I don't
train
agree with
wreck.
anything.
It's a train wreck. And then we did
Yeah, we'd do like 30 seconds, a minute and a half, pause it,
and then
I'd bitch at you about something you fucked up.
yeah. I
and
mean,
then
we just totally were. It was rough.
It was half you learning how to, because I had already did some podcasting, so I was a little more comfortable behind the mic than I think you were procedurally and whatnot.
yeah.
So I was kind of like frustrated with you, but at the same time I was learning how to produce at the same time, like to make sure a show that's of my own thoughts gets put out and made and the episode is finished. So I don't know, it was a whole thing. It was a whole learning process for both of us, really.
Yeah, and then, I mean, we didn't learn a lot.
No, not at all.
But we don't do too bad. We have a lot of fun with it, and we assume and hope that you guys do too.
All right, well, I guess you punctuated that pretty good. So where do you want to go from this? Just go right through our list of shows?
Yeah, I mean, that's where we're at. What was our very first show?
Our first show that we put out.
Now, this was under Nick of Time.
This was Nick of Time episode 14.
Nick of Time episode 14.
It was on the Illuminati.
Oh, God.
And I don't remember being too proud of that episode at all.
No, like, I almost don't even want to talk about, like, the first 10 shows. Cause
We listened to a little bit of this one before we started today, actually.
They sucked. We were
I've heard
so
people say
bad.
that we give ourselves a little bit of too much criticism for those first episodes. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. They were absolutely horrible. Like the Flat Earth and Hollow Earth ones were the next after the Illuminati ones, right? We did the two
We
Illuminati.
did Flat Earth, and then we did Hollow Earth.
Oh, yeah, those were just horrible. Just a bucket of shit.
Well, I mean, look at what we're working with. You got us looking
Flat
into...
Earth sucks, right? I mean,
Hollow Earth sucks.
Hollow Earth's way more believable than Flat Earth is. I could totally
I'll
get
give you
behind
that.
a Hollow Earth more than a Flat Earth.
Well, no shit. I can get more behind the Earth's the center of the universe than it's flat.
Right? Sun revolves around us.
Yeah, and then we after that we did a false flag show. Do you remember what we talked about?
Yeah, I do. We talked a little bit about Sandy Hook. We talked a little bit about 9/11. We talked about the Boston bombing. We talked about crisis actors. We talked about what a false flag was in general. We didn't so much
I didn't know what a false flag was
individualize
before
it.
that.
Yeah, no,
I was such a virgin on the subject.
Everett didn't even know what a false flag was. And we talked about where it came from because I remember Alex was on that episode. And a false flag, of course, is back from the pirate days. The pirates would raise a flag up to make the enemy ship think that they were...
Oh, like a peace flag or something like that.
Well, like even to make them think that they were a different ship than they were. And once
or
they
with their fleet.
With their fleet. And once they'd get close, they'd pull up the skull and crossbones. That was the false flag just to get them to do what they wanted. Yeah.
Good idea.
That's why they called it false flag operation. But yeah, so we did the false flags. What was after that?
We did Planet X, aka Nibiru.
And I don't think we did that subject justice, in my personal opinion, because there's a lot to it, and I feel like
Short
we got
episodes too. We did 20 minutes and 32 minutes on it.
we got an hour out of it.
Not
but
even.
Yeah.
I mean, 45 minutes probably.
Yes, man, we could have really totally redid that one. And
We'll have to we're going to retouch a lot of this show.
yeah,
like we did
you know what?
before,
We
but-
better put that on the list. Planet X redo.
Especially since that's such a fun one that's, in my opinion, more or less bullshit.
Yeah, but it's
fun.
a good one. I like so Redux of Planet X, definitely. And yeah, I mean, the whole Zachariah Sitchin thing. I thought that episode was good, but that's when we still did research.
We still do research.
It's a joke. We still do research. Although
I think your research has gotten 10 times better since we started.
Think
you
so?
used to do like 3 or 4 pages of handwritten.
yeah, I mean, I've got
Now
all
I
the-
do all the research, and
like-
it's great.
Okay, so look here, people. This is our old notes here. So like Flat Earth, Hollow Earth, which I've got, I could go through them here. Yeah, false flags, the Planet X. I got shit everywhere.
He's got papers fumbling everywhere for the
yeah.
podcast people.
Oh, let me guess. The next one is the moon landing hoax.
He's got a binder out right now that's about, 2.5, 3 inches thick.
That's just the first one.
the first volume of Surreal Talk Notes.
No, that was Nick of Time.
Oh, Nick of Time,
Most
sorry.
of that was Nick of Time. This is where Surreal started, and I've got a couple.
For sale on eBay now.
Right, I got a couple notebooks too that I haven't thrown away.
That's
But I always did. We always tried to print out some good notes, and I'd always do a bunch of handwritten shit so that I would keep my mind straight and where I was at.
Ooh, we got an interjection question. Kat asked, what do we think of the Berlin attack that just happened? Now, that was like a guy who drove a truck into a crowd or something again, right? something like that.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
don't know too much about it.
I've been busy with
horrible.
holidays. Yeah.
I know they caught the guy, and he was killed in the standoff, I believe. They caught the wrong guy at first, I believe, though.
Did they?
They thought they had the guy, but it wasn't the right guy. I don't know. Let's see. Back to our list here.
The Paris, where the truck ran over them people in Paris.
Dude, that was brutal. Did you see the video of that?
False flag.
Bullshit, I saw the video. I saw a video of like somebody with a cell phone walking around. It was brutal, dude.
Really?
Oh, it
so how
was,
come? Let me ask
dude,
you this.
I saw people popped. You know what
Really?
I mean? Like such pressure that they.
So let me ask you this.
It's gross.
A semi truck can hit a deer and have blood go all over the side of it. This thing runs over like what?
It wasn't going but 15, 20 mile an hour. It was more the running them over that hurt them than hitting them.
Okay, so then maybe I'm going to have to watch that same video.
Don't watch it. Dude,
He's like, I would not.
Dude, the
suggest.
cries of the people afterwards who were not dead but like just maimed and mortally wounded, it's bad sounds. It's real bad sounds.
Really?
It was bad. It was one of those videos that takes a while to forget.
Ooh. The 2 guys and a hammer one? That was rough.
Oh, that was messed up, dude.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Anyway, next episode we did was on the moon landing.
The moon landing was a fun episode because, and if I remember right, we squabbled a bit on that episode.
Yeah, because you were trying to say that we didn't land on the moon. We'll squabble any day.
That was a good episode. I like that one. I like that one. When we had
I have to assume you were
strong disagreements. No, I mean, dude, honestly, still look
that.
back on it. How the hell did we get through the Van Allen radiation belts? 2014, 2015, NASA just come out and said we can't send any manned moons past lower Earth orbit or manned missions past lower Earth orbit because of the Van Allen radiation belt being too strong.
Maybe it's too strong now. I don't know. I haven't done enough research recently, and I barely even remember doing that episode.
So you have no frame of reference.
I have none. That's why I don't want to have an argument about it right now.
You're out of your element then.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Moon landing was fake. Surreal Talk 2016.
Hold on, I'm flipping back over here and see what's going on chat.
I can tell you right after what was on the what was after the moon landing. It was reptilian shapeshifters. That was a good episode. I had a lot of fun doing that one too because there's so much speculation of that one. You can't really prove anyone's a reptile.
I guess now's as good a time as any. I wanted to come out and tell everybody a secret. I am a reptilian. That'd have been pretty funny.
I'll get the lightsabers on your ass again.
Wouldn't it make sense?
That you're a reptile?
Yeah.
No.
You don't think so?
No, because you don't eat babies.
Not that you know of.
You got to eat kids to keep your skin suit from malfunctioning. You know,
That's how it works with the reptiles.
Yeah, they eat the baby blood because, like, and they have to do it in a heightened sense of fear. So, like, you got to make them real scared and then kill them. Because that way the stuff's in their blood, and that's what keeps the skin suit from malfunctioning. The reptilian shapeshifters. You know, it's like that. Like
I remember.
It's almost like a hologram almost.
Yeah, I recall. It's like some sort of voodoo magic.
I wish I had a skin suit. Wait a minute.
Anyway,
I do.
Let's get away from that one. So the next episode we did wasn't a you and me. It was me. It was the quickie, the only quickie we did, the anti-vaccination movement.
Yeah. And, I'm still on the fence about vaccinations.
Let me put a little context on that episode. That episode was a tool for me. I wanted to check and see what our subscriber count was looking like, is all that was.
Uh-huh.
So I came up with the topic. I did some quick research, and I recorded 10 minutes of talking about it, just to see how many people would download it. I didn't put it out on Facebook anywhere. It was just,
None of that.
Just to see that. I'd like to re-listen to it, because I'm sure it was just terrible. Me sitting there.
I listened to the whole thing. It wasn't all that bad, but you know what really makes you sound bad? I'm just
myself.
really not any good at this without Eric. That makes you suck. You got to be like, you know what? I don't even miss that son of a bitch.
Well, I didn't miss you, but I ain't no good at it without you. That's for sure.
Balarkey.
It's malarkey.
Yeah. Not when it
you.
starts with a B, it ain't.
So after that, we did Doomsday. Very good episode.
Doomsday was a
loved
fun one.
those.
Yeah. I like
We
all
need
the
to redo
episodes.
Doomsday
Yeah. I
again.
like all the episodes where I'm a list guy. You know what I mean? And I like those episodes where we made lists. Those were lots of fun. The Doomsday one was good though. Wasn't that all the different scenarios that could have brought about an apocalypse?
Yeah. We thought of like.
Oh, we rated them
meteors
too.
coming
Didn't we weight them on what we thought?
Probably. Who knows? It was probably pretty.
I've got it in my notes. I remember Rapture sucked. Remember, I got like 2 out of 10.
Oh yeah, we actually did a thing on the website. Remember
We did. That's
What's
right.
your
We did
favorite?
a poll.
I can look that up.
You can find out the poll. I wonder if it's still going.
I'm sure. Probably. Hold on. Hang with me here. Talk or something.
How do I do that?
I don't know. Your whole life, you've never had a problem talking. I don't think you'll have a problem now.
I'm at a loss for words.
Again, I don't think that's true.
Oh, man.
I'm looking for it. Doomsday. That's Doomsday prepping. Doomsday. Here it is. Here
Prepper.
It is.
The Prepper episode was fun too.
That's weird. I don't see the actual Doomsday episode on here. Anyway, what was it?
Gosh, I wish he was faster with computers.
I'm going to probably hurt you. Okay, so it looks like the favorite one that won out was either Pandemic or Zombies. They tied.
Pandemic and zombies, and according to Everett, zombie apocalypse is a pandemic.
Isn't it? I mean,
Technically, I guess it is, but
isn't it a disease?
Not really, though. If you're talking about like T-virus zombies,
The virus. It's in the name.
What about the Rage V?
Rage V? Rage virus? What's that V stand for? It's not an innate vagina. I know you were going to go there.
Hey, I have a
Biological war is the second best. Then super volcanoes.
super volcanoes. Yeah, that's a scary one.
Nuclear war. Ooh, economic collapse actually was up above super volcano.
And we're getting, you know what? That's probably going to be a little bit more prevalent this coming year. Maybe the next two. Economic collapse. Republicans got control of everything again. You know what happens every time they fucking get
What are
control?
you talking about? You voted it in. You're like, it's going to go fucking to hell. I voted for
listen,
it.
I didn't vote for Republicans because I'm a Republican, and I didn't vote for Donald Trump because I like Donald Trump.
I understand. You don't have to go into it. I'm just giving you shit.
I don't like Hillary.
So after the Doomsday episodes, which was some of my favorites,
I wanted Bernie, bud.
I know. Bernie was our white knight, and we fucked it over.
Yeah, we
well,
fucked
the
it
DNC kind of did, didn't they?
Yeah, they colluded against
we'll
him.
have to do an episode about that.
Fucking Hillary and the Dirty Debbie and the Dims.
Dirty Debbie and the Dims. Calm down, man. After Doomsday, we did Consciousness and the Pineal Gland.
That was good. That one's that's more fringy, and I like that one. Remember how we talked about like the different levels of consciousness and
calcification.
yeah, what some of the monks do with to decalcify their and even amazing feats of strength and different superhuman abilities that monks have. You know,
that was more in our
demonstrated.
Metaphysical Mind episode.
We talked about it in the pineal gland episode. You see a lot of those episodes, stuff like that. They kind of cross over. You know, we talk about some of the same shit from time to time, but the pineal gland was a fun one. My pineal gland, I'm glad to say, is decalcified as of last Thursday.
How do you know? You got a gauge?
No, just last piece of the calc. I could feel
Came
it.
out?
Yeah,
It was on a Q-tip?
came out of my ear.
It was on a Q-tip?
Yeah.
After Consciousness, we did a show on Doomsday Prepping. 2 shows.
2 shows?
But
We got 2 parts out of Doomsday Prepping?
Well, yeah, you got to talk about, your plans for where you're going to go.
Oh,
what
yeah,
kind of
your
weapons you're
group.
gonna
Yeah,
have.
because you're a Walking Dead fan. This was a big, this was
exactly
This
right.
was his episode. Oh, Doomsday Prepping. What the group thing? Where are you going to hide out? What kind of tools you going to need?
You got to figure out your group so you don't get taken over by another group.
Yeah.
That's the big deal, man. Whenever the apocalypse comes, it's not going to be roving bands of zombies. It's going to be a problem. It's going to be the asshole who wants your food.
Yeah, it's going to be the other.
Who can smartly think about how to take you out.
The other
rather
people.
than just, I'm going to come up and go, ugh.
Right. It's the other people that need to survive as well.
Yeah, we got the whole Negan thing going on now, but it's
How would you rate that show that we did, the Prepper show?
one of my favorite ones
One of your favorite ones?
so far. I'd probably want to revisit it.
Prepping?
I feel like we could probably do all these same shows again next year. A, because I don't really remember doing them, and B, because it was fun.
Oh, man. Cancer cures zombies, Justin says.
Cancer cures zombies? That doesn't make sense.
Wow. To me, it does.
Your brain is just fried.
That could be all of the zombie is. It's
Blowfish
just-
zombies, bath salt zombies. Oh, bath salt zombies. Those are the funnest.
Oh, yeah, the ones where they eat their faces off and shit, being
Yeah.
naked in Florida and eat people's faces.
It's usually how it works out. Okay, after... Oh, I skipped one. No, I didn't. We did prepping, right? I said prepping.
We did prepping.
And then we did Giants, the Nephilim, and more.
That was a great show. That was
See?
one of my favorite. Probably a 9, I feel like I could
Really?
rate that one.
I wasn't.
I loved it.
I wasn't super into it.
Really?
I don't really believe in
I felt like there
giants.
was a lot of good information.
The biggest giant was Robert Wadlow, 9 foot or 8 foot 11 and 3/4 inches or whatever.
According to you.
As far as the fossil record goes, the official fossil record. not
There
your-
you go. That's
not
where
your
that's
weird. I'm
where
on the
you're
internet
going
fossil
wrong.
record.
The official.
And the Smithsonian's
I
holding it
suppose
back,
you.
huh?
I suppose you go by all the official stories too, don't you?
Generally,
This guy probably works for the government.
I give the Smithsonian every year. If that's what you're saying.
Do you really?
No, I do not. Come on.
Son of a bitch.
But there's the big thing with the Smithsonian though on the giants, right? You were telling me that they're holding back evidence of giants.
Yeah. It's called the Great Smithsonian Cover-Up. Because they're a Darwinian institution, and anything that would go against...
So you're saying you don't believe in evolution then?
I'm not saying that at all.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that...
There's missing links we don't know about?
Why you put me on the spot here? All I'm saying is that the Smithsonian's a Darwinian institution, and anything that goes against that, they can't have. Yeah, missing links in evolution, maybe. I don't know.
Forks.
Yeah, I mean, it's not hard to believe. See, this is something that a lot of people get wrong about evolution. It's like, we came from monkeys. No, that's not the fucking case. The case is we have a common ancestor with monkeys. We didn't come straight from a monkey. This common ancestor
Might have been a monkey.
branched off.
Might have been a type of monkey.
I'm not saying that it's not a type of monkey. We're a type of fucking monkey, if you want to put it like that.
Yeah,
but I'm saying we did not directly come
From chimpanzees?
From chimpanzees.
No,
yes.
it's not like two chimpanzees had sex.
You'd be surprised how many people think that, though.
Well, no, like, do you know what Lucy is?
I know who Lucy is. Yes, what, 3 billion years ago? It's the oldest.
No, not 3 billion.
No,
3 million.
3 million. Yes, the oldest
Hold on, let me look it up.
humanoid type, right?
Hominid.
Hominid, is that what it is?
Yeah, Lucy. Let me see. There's a certain name for her.
Scarlett Johansson.
No, the hominid. Let me find out.
Only real
Australopithecus. Yeah, Australopithecus.
Australopithecus.
Which is what she was. And it lived, I don't know, a long time ago. 3.2 million years ago.
Yeah.
So we got something right for once. What are we talking about?
Giants.
Giants.
And she was small. Lucy was like 4 foot tall.
Oh, boy, did we get off the mark. Okay,
What are you
after
gonna
that, we
do?
did Georgia Guidestones.
That was a good one. And see, that's like a real conspiracy there. But we also talked about how we didn't know whether or not that was like a ploy for business from that stone company that created them.
Let's
also.
see what kind of drive that is to Georgia Guidestones.
The Georgia Guidestones? Oh,
Like maybe me and you could drive down there one Sunday.
yeah, I would love to. It's probably like 9 hours away.
Let's see here. Hold on, I'm doing it right now live.
We got live Googling going on here.
We'll just do it from Hood.
Frank Reynolds says Andre the Giant is the biggest giant ever. Duh. He drank like 118 beers.
It was a lot of beer, yeah. So 9 hours 41 minutes we can get there.
9 hours, 41 minutes. That's a 10-hour drive.
Yeah. If we take the
That's to be a
longer,
weekend, though.
we can make it 10 hours 56 minutes, and we get to go through the nice Natahala National Forest.
We can skip that.
All right. Well, I like National Forest. You ever been to National Forest?
No, I'd like to go see some redwoods, though.
Shawnee down in southern Illinois is pretty nice. You've never seen the redwoods either, have you?
No.
I've been out there.
I would love to see that. That would be cool.
Dude, it's pretty
I'd
neat.
carve my name in a redwood.
You jackass. Moving on, then.
Moving on, you say? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hey, put your phone down. We've been
Oh,
over this.
yeah.
Strangest places on Earth. This was the
That was a good one. That was all
penultimate Nick of Time episode.
the what?
The penultimate. The final.
Oh, okay. I didn't get that.
There I go with the big words again. huh?
Yeah.
It was the very final Nick of Time episode, Strangest Place on Earth. So that was like a Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, there was
What else was on there? Let me take a
there was
look.
all kinds of different shit. Wasn't that the forest in Japan where people suicide
Oh, yeah, the
themselves?
Suicide Forest. The bridge in England where all the dogs jumped off and killed
Yeah,
themselves.
crazy monster hands, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was nuts.
Yeah, that was a fun episode.
But that was our last Nick of Time. And at that point, the show changed.
The show did change for the better.
For the better. Our next episode was on the Federal Reserve. It was Surreal Talk #1.
Yep.
It was also the first episode we did YouTube, and we haven't looked back on that.
No, that
Except we have this week because we made a decision that one way or the other, whether it be the only place we stream or a secondary place we stream, Facebook streaming is going to be the way we're going. Now, if it's only Facebook, we will still upload to YouTube
Yeah, well, he's what he's saying is for the
live stream.
He's not sure if we're going to be able to simultaneously
I mean, I know
Facebook
we
Live
can.
and
It's just,
YouTube Live.
Am I going to get off my ass and set it up?
Yes, we got
Well,
people depending on us,
on
man. Bring them
both
this
sides of-
information.
Do you think we can handle two forms of chat? Like, okay, you monitor Facebook chat and I'll monitor YouTube chat?
No, that's and do a show.
Yeah.
That's probably entirely too much.
So that's
we would
coming
have to
soon.
bring on a third for strictly chat and like logistics. Like a Google guy
producer?
and chat.
We'd have to have a producer, is what you're saying?
No, not at all. I'm not even.
Justin H asks, did you guys ever do something on Coral Castle? I have no clue what Coral Castle is.
It's in Florida, isn't it?
I have no clue.
There's a lot of coral in Florida. No, but Coral Castle, isn't that guy that built that big thing in his backyard in Florida at all those stones? I could be wrong about that, but I think that's what Coral Castle is.
I don't know. I'm sure he'll see it in a
Like,
minute.
this guy says crop circles, do it.
So there's something interesting about that. Through our weird contacts we got in the business, there's this guy, I think it was out in Utah or Nevada or someplace out like that. They did something similar to crop circles or the Nazca lines. You know what that is, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So they hoaxed one. They did a giant hoax, and many people thought it was a real alien thing. And now they're doing a documentary on it.
Oh, wait a minute. I've seen the preview
Something
for
about this. We're going to have the guy doing that on the show.
On this show?
On this show.
What are you talking about?
We're going to interview that guy that was the hoax, behind the hoax of all that thing out there that happened on the wherever.
Do we got to pay him? Because I'm kind of broke after Christmas.
No, we don't got to pay him. He wants to come on our show.
He wants to come on our show?
Yeah, it's just one of the contacts we have through the network, people we know. Somebody knew we had a show like this and was like, hey, I got something going on.
Really?
So that's kind of cool.
Right.
We'll have our first movie type of host guest on.
Right. So, we got big things in store.
Yeah, that ought to be pretty cool.
So the federal...
Justin says, guy built a bridge, a huge thing made of stone was supposed to be alien tech. That's Coral Castle.
Yeah, okay.
Guy built a huge thing made of stone, supposed to be alien tech.
I believe that's in Florida, I think.
And we'll have to look into that. I'm going to add it to the list real quick.
Coral Castle. Coral.
Let's see. Where is it? I don't know. What was our next show? While I'm adding this to the list.
Wait, where were we at? Federal Reserve?
Yeah, that was our first one. Go ahead and talk about the Federal Reserve.
Federal Reserve. Remember, it's about as federal as FedEx.
What blew my mind on the Federal Reserve was exactly right. That it was not... It's not a federal institution. It's privately run.
The thing that gets me about the Federal Reserve is that when it started in 1913, all of a sudden we had federal taxes now. All of a sudden we had to pay...
taxes before that, federal taxes?
We didn't have to pay federal taxes before that, no.
It was all state? County?
I can't say if we had to pay state taxes or not. I know federal taxes. Federal income tax was not a thing prior to 1913 when the Federal Reserve...
Well, then I'm going to have to Google that. When did federal income tax
You guys
start?
about ready to hear him say, oh, you were right.
1913. Interesting. All right, so we're going to come back to that one. That's, for once, you're right on something, and it's kind of surprised me, kind of taking me off guard.
Well, my whole thing with the Federal Reserve is, because the whole reasoning behind paying federal income taxes is so we can have roads and hospitals and schools and all that shit that society needs. But prior to 1913, I'm really believing that we still had roads and hospitals and schools before we even paid federal income tax.
Hospitals are still private. There's no government hospitals. So I want you to strike that one.
Okay, well, we'll take hospitals.
Roads are fine. Parks. Other social services like Social Security, for instance.
Does that have anything? Yeah, but that's different than federal income because we pay Social Security as a different tax than federal income tax.
True. All right, whatever. Uh-oh. Frank says he can't watch Facebook live streams. That's not good. I want Frank on the show.
I want Frank too. We'll have to figure this out.
Blizz is here.
I see that.
Yeah, hey, Blizz. All right, what was our show after Federal Reserve? That was an interesting show.
Let me see here.
Time Travel, my number one favorite.
Time Travel was a good show. Time Travel was fun.
It was a four-parter. I think our only four-parter we ever did.
No, 9/11.
9/11 was a four-parter.
9/11 was also an inside job.
Yeah, okay. We'll get to 9/11. You calm yourself.
But the Time Travel episode was, for me, it wasn't difficult, but it was more...
Sit back and watch the show?
No, not sit back and watch the show. It was a lot of shit that I didn't understand. Like when he starts talking about like...
Well, the first question I had to ask you was, what is time?
Right, yeah. So like, that's a kicker right there. Like
nobody ever considers what is time, and then if you want to travel in it, how do you traverse time?
Yeah, what exactly is time? Time is nothing but a way of us judging how we revolve around the sun.
Well, it's just pretty much just a way to log change.
Yeah,
something different happened from instance to instance.
From point A to point B.
That there is a point A to point B. God, let's not get into this again.
Oh, man. Yeah, time travel was a tough one, man. If you guys want to go back and listen to our time travel episode.
That whole first episode, just trying to get you and Sean to kind of wrap your head around what time was, and he never did.
No, he didn't get it. He still thought that gravity was
something to do with
affected by light. Yeah. I was
something to do with
like,
light.
You know what? I don't really think you're right on that one, but
then we
whatever.
got to talk about some of our favorite time travel movies back when we did a lot of pop culture stuff. We were in the pop culture shit out.
Oh, man. Harry Pothead says Facebook live stream sucks biggie.
Well,
and then Chris Dadney says, yeah, I hate Facebook Live.
Well, what's your guys' problem with it? We use it for another podcast on the network, and it works pretty good. Anyway, get back to it.
Probably just because they don't like it. Damn Mark Zuckerberg and listen to our fucking conversations and shit.
Who cares? What
as soon as you hit update status, your mic comes on your phone, is all I'm saying.
How do you know that?
Because it's proven.
It's proven, huh?
Yeah, that's part of it, man. Mark Zuckerberg's listening to all your conversations.
It's Mark himself?
Himself. He's got it all
How does he have that much time? How many conversations could he possibly... take in at one time?
He's probably a reptilian.
That makes sense. Makes total sense, though.
You heard it here first, folks. Surreal Talk. We had a revelation here. Mark Zuckerberg is a reptilian.
Could only be a reptile.
Could only be a reptile.
All right, our next show was kind of over a 2-week period, kind of a theme we did. The first one was aliens. No, sorry, fuck that up. UFOs. We did 2 parts on UFOs.
UFOs was good. UFOs is again a hard one though because it's like it's speculation. Like,
well, we talked about all the different sightings, the different types of UFOs,
a different way life could evolve outside of.
That was the aliens episode. That was the next
that's
one.
Right. Gosh, we've done a lot of episodes,
Yeah,
man.
that was the next episode after UFOs. But then we talked about Roswell and other types of shit like that. Then we moved on. Next week.
Something we didn't talk about on the UFOs episode?
Don't fucking point at me.
It was the underwater UFOs.
Oh, like in the movie The Abyss.
Yeah, like unidentified underwater objects.
Yeah, there's like there's one in the Bahamas. There's one off the coast of Japan.
Yeah, we should have touched on that because
they're not really not UFOs though because they're not flying.
Well, yeah, but they're unidentified
underwater
swimming objects.
They're not swimming.
You don't know that?
I do know that they're stationary as fuck. That's how you can find them again.
Breaststroke.
Aliens. Next episode was on aliens.
Aliens was a good one, man. Aliens. It's those types of episodes are fun for me though because like you can't prove me wrong.
Zeta Reticuli, and then we went through.
We did all the kinds of aliens that there were.
10 different types of aliens, where they were from.
Yeah, the betas, the zetas, the reptiles, the tall whites, the grays, the Anunnakis. Yeah, we did a lot of different aliens on that. It was fun.
After that, we did World War III. We had Brian in for World War III. You remember that?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. I do remember that.
It was a good episode. I had a good time.
Yeah, World War III was fun.
All the geopolitical. We'll have to revisit that though, because especially with
things have changed.
Way changed, actually.
You know what?
World War III. Brian wants to come back and do that sometime.
Yeah, we could maybe see if he'll come back in next week. I don't know what he's got
next week.
I'm just saying we're looking for a show.
Well, why don't we give it some time to see how it changes after he actually takes office?
Fair enough.
Instead of we just thought of it. Let's do it.
Let's do it right now. Right now. Stop. Wait. Stop. We're stopping the stream now. We're going to start with World War III.
That's funny. It's too good of an idea to pass up.
Yeah, UFOs. That was a good one.
No, that was World War III. We were just talking about. We passed UFOs. We went on to aliens, and then we went to World War III.
Oh yeah, I got aliens.
Step back 3. After World War III, we did ghosts. Ghost was pretty fun. I remember, what did we talk about?
I wasn't excited as much about Ghosts as I were the other ones, though.
We did 3 parts on Ghosts.
Did we really? Oh, yeah, you had to do the one fixed audio because...
That was only on YouTube, though.
Oh, it was only YouTube?
Yeah, the fixed audio.
Man, I honestly don't remember what we even talked about in the Ghost episode other than...
Types of ghosts. Types of hauntings.
Specters. We did like specters,
demons.
wraiths, demons, yeah.
So we did a little bit of life after death. I think.
Which we should do another show about the afterlife.
Specifically on the afterlife.
Yeah, the afterlife would be a good one. That's a little fringy. Everett and I were also thinking about in this coming year, we were going to try to do every other show be like a conspiracy, and then the next week be a fringe topic. Conspiracy.
When did we talk about this every other
week? We
week?
didn't talk about that. I just made that up.
Well, you said we were talking about it.
Right, it sounded good to them, so you ruined it.
Yeah, I'm showing you to be the liar that you are.
But what do you guys think about that, though, too? Also, let us know, because we were thinking about doing, because like I said, we get a lot of great love for our conspiracy episodes. Our conspiracy episodes, a lot of people like those.
Well, duh.
So, yeah, I mean, we are a conspiracy show. But Fringe is
I want to do
paranormal and out there.
I think we need a third person in for Kennedy.
We do need a third person. Kennedy's going to be a good one. We do have to do Kennedy. I think we should do a Fringe and then Kennedy.
2 weeks in Kennedy, you're saying?
2 weeks then Kennedy, yeah. Like so maybe an afterlife and then Kennedy.
Maybe.
Or something and then Kennedy.
We got to get Armand back.
Armand would be a good one for Kennedy.
Yeah, him and Tony do that, what's that podcast?
The Day in History. This Day in History.
Yeah, they know a lot of good shit about that. All right, after Ghosts, we did fan favorite Mandela Effect.
Mandela.
It was a short
Effect
show.
Was good.
Well, it was an hour long, one parter.
But we honestly could have did more on Mandela Effect because
I don't know. We went through in like every instance we could find on the internet of like something that was Mandela. And I'll tell you what's been the lasting effect of that episode is I joined so many Mandela Effect Facebook groups for shit. I'm still a member of every group I've ever joined.
Right.
So the posts I see on a daily basis of people just talking about Mandela Effect cracks me up.
Dude,
there's always somebody going, "Hey, dumbass, this is the way it has been and the way it always will be."
Right.
And they're like, "No way, man, in my universe."
Mandela,
nobody can be wrong.
No, of course not. It's such an interesting idea, though, the Mandela Effect. To think
bullshit.
But you know what? If it catches you at all, like, wait a minute, that isn't right, then you've already been Mandelaed.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? The Berenstein, I know I am your father, which I'm starting to get back with the no. It was never Luke.
Thank you, JB. I hope you're watching, you son of a bitch. It was never Luke.
It was never Luke. I am your father. It was always
I am your father.
Because he said, Obi-Wan
told me
never.
enough.
Yeah, he
told
told
me
in
you
that-
killed him.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, see?
Okay, so I
You
recant
bastard.
my previous statement from the Mandela Effect episode.
There you go.
And yeah, it was no, I am your father. But
See, that was August 30th.
the Forrest Gump Mandela thing's still getting me good though.
4 months later, it took you to finally fucking figure that out.
Right. Well, you know, it is what it is.
So, okay, after Mandela, we did crypto.
Cryptozoology, yeah. So like Chupacabra,
Bigfoot, Yeti,
yeah.
Loch Ness Monster,
Loch Ness Monster was fun. What's
the Jersey Devil. We did all kinds of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget the rest.
Yeah. It was a good episode though. Cryptozoology.
Could have been that great if we don't remember it. I don't remember any of them.
Right.
After crypto was our 4-parter on 9/11. Could have been your favorite episode of all time.
Yeah. Well, the one definitely it's my favorite conspiracy.
We're not doing another 9/11 special this year, are we?
I mean, if new evidence comes to light, there's no reason we shouldn't.
It's unlikely.
What do you mean?
New evidence is unlikely to come to light.
I don't know. Trump's in office, and you know what he said about the 28 pages. He, you know what? That was another one of my main things for this guy. Like, okay, look, I can deal with 4 years of Trump if he blows the lid off 9/11 because he said he was gonna. He said he's got inside information. He knows what happened, and if he becomes president, he was gonna blow the lid off 9/11. So I was always like, yeah, I can deal with 4 years of this fucking guy if he actually, you know, gives me some new information about 9/11. So you never know. Maybe that comes out. Maybe we find out Israel was to blame or Saudi Arabia was to blame, and we end up going to fucking World War III over that. We'll do a crossover 9/11 World War III episode.
I hope it doesn't happen, but
I'm just spitballing here.
So we got a little bit going on in the YouTube chat here. Kat's excited for Kennedy, and she's losing faith in the Mandela effect.
I as well. I am too.
Blizz asked whatever happened to our buddy Alex. Actually, Eric tried to call Alex today.
Yeah, okay, so here's the deal with Alex. Alex works a whole hell of a lot, and Sunday is his only day off. But since we're going to be trying to, and this was a thing now, we're going to move the stream to
Saturdays.
We're going to move the stream to Saturdays now. So Alex will be readily available to come and podcast with us on Saturdays from now on.
So he says.
Yeah. Now, if he works from 6 to noon, and we start at 3, there would be no reason not. So we're hoping. We like Alex. Alex has got a lot of good, interesting points of view, and he's a good friend of mine, and we really enjoy having Alex on as a guest host.
Fun.
Yeah, Alex is good. Yeah, he's funny too, so that always helps.
Let's see what else we got. Kat says something about mason jars. They used to look like this, didn't they? Used to look like this. I don't know what you're talking about, Kat. Mason jars only.
Justin H says Trump's reopening the case. I'm with you, bud.
Yeah, Trump's a fucking boner, but we're not talking about politics anymore. We got bitched at about that by a bunch of people emailed in and said, don't talk about politics. You don't know shit about them, so don't.
Right.
I thought they were right.
Yeah, well, I mean, but I can speculate all day.
I mean, it is a free country. Okay, after 9/11, you want to talk about 9/11? I mean, that was your baby. What was the big points of that?
No, I you know what? That I felt like that was like my time to shine.
Well, what about it? Twin Towers, we talked about how
We did a Twin Towers episode.
controlled
We did
demolition.
Yeah,
how
of
it's
course.
unlikely they would have dropped like that. We did
unlikely.
It's unlikely.
Physical impossibility, according to physicists. That physicists actually, you know, come on, man.
It's got to be possible.
Architects and engineers
Even
for
if it's
9/11
a
truth. Architects and
0.001.
engineer for 9/11 truth.
Okay, even if it's a .001. You know what I mean? I'd like to believe our government and another government didn't conspire to do that. I'd like to.
You'd like to, but you can't.
The
evidence is overwhelming.
The Pentagon is a hard one to swallow.
Yeah, okay. The Pentagon
with
is
the one little piece of footage we got does not look like a plane. There
5
are
still
no plane
frames.
parts.
No footage
the plane
there.
parts they show kind of look like plants. You know what I mean? Like we just kind of gonna set this here.
And that's exactly what I was saying with the what was the show we just did last week?
I don't know. Sandy Hook.
Okay, so there's so many coincidences in Sandy Hook that it's hard to strike them all up as a coincidence. And when you put that, you know, same thing with 9/11. That's what I said last week too. Like there's so much different. Oh, well, that could be a coincidence. Yeah, but 400 coincidences on surrounding one event? I don't fucking think so, man. This is just too much to be.
Bloody unlikely.
Who said I don't subscribe to coincidence?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I can't remember. I don't subscribe to
Why bring it up then? Were you actually asking me?
Yeah, there's somebody that said, Liam Neeson, A-Team.
Oh, yeah, well, that's real relevant.
Yeah. Fuck off.
World Trade Center 7. Now, that one's cool, too, because there's video of that. You can see, like, a demolition going off, like, boom, 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 boom.
World Trade Center 7?
Yeah, when it comes down, it's pretty nuts.
Yeah, that was controlled demolition as well. Fell down on its own footprint, 6.5 seconds.
This week. It was a good episode.
9/11 was a very good episode. It was full of facts and
facts, quote unquote. You're
How the
quick
fuck
to
do I put
label
up with
shit
this guy?
facts.
You know what? I got my shit right here about 9/11. As a matter of fact, Yeah, the Zim Corporation broke its lease in the World Trade Centers a week before 9/11 that it held for 30 years. You know who owns the Zim Corporation? Oh, it's a Rothschild company. Imagine that.
All right. Anyway, after secret societies, or 9/11, we did a secret
War Games, same day, same time. Huh, what do you know? Oh, well, what about every sample of dust from Ground Zero had thermite in it? Must be a fucking coincidence.
Hey, you're putting your notes out of order.
All right, you're right. I know. I'm just getting out of credit. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Secret societies. That was a good episode, I thought.
Secret societies?
Yeah, you remember that one?
Yeah, that was kind of like our half-assed Illuminati redux, but with more. We caught a lot of shit on our Freemasons.
But we made some friends with the Freemasons.
We did. Well,
Dave Strange. Was
Dave Strange. Yeah, that's right, because he was a Freemason before the show.
He came on our first call-in show and talked about Freemasons.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. You're right. Yeah.
Of course, I'm right. I wouldn't say it if I wasn't.
I would.
After that, we did Metaphysical Mind, which was a cool episode.
That's where I had the tinfoil hat. If you guys want to go back and watch that YouTube video, there was some shenanigans going on there.
It's actually on the stream, too. I put that one out. No, never mind. I'm lying. I was lost and found ancient civilizations. Yeah, it's on YouTube, though. Don't scoff at me.
But yeah, that was a fun one.
Stop it.
That was a fun one.
Then we went on to do Ancient Civilizations, Lost and Found Ancient Civilizations. That was kind of our least topical show for what we are. It was more like History Channel.
Yeah.
I don't know. It sounded good in my head. You know what I mean? Talk about we only ended up having two societies that we never really refound, which was Atlantis and
Lemuria.
That's right. And which AKA Mu.
Mu.
Yeah. And Atlantis. So otherwise,
yeah, I didn't really like those.
Otherwise, it was like, yeah, Egypt. Yeah, we know we found Egypt and all the other ones that like that, but.
I didn't really like that show.
Not a great episode. Satan and Satanism. After that, we had your buddy.
We had our guest on, Mark. Mark was very
great.
well versed in that. Yeah,
he was totally into Satan.
Yeah, totally. Guy was a total Satanist.
No. Well, we did find out too that Satanism isn't really worshiping Satan.
No, Satanism is not at all about worshiping Satan.
No, it's more.
See, and that's what I like about this show too. I learned shit. It's just about self-absorbedness is what Satanism is. It's making sure that you succeed over anybody else.
Yep. After Satan, we went on. Was
you
this in
October?
M&Ms? It was. So in October, we were kind of doing. Yeah, thanks. Some Halloween-y type shit, and so the next one we did was Dark Arts, which was like Santeria, voodoo, and
black magic and 6 demon bags.
I remember 6.
That was our first live video, our first Facebook live video. That
was it?
Yeah.
Why didn't we do more? Why didn't we do one today?
We should have.
Guess we should have. All over the place.
All over the that was I titled that show.
That was the episode where we didn't really do any research that week and had to come up with a show.
Yeah, we were just all over the place.
Behind the scenes, we just didn't do research that week.
But I think it came out good.
It came out okay, but
I don't even remember what we talked about, man.
I don't remember. I remember October being a shitty month for the show. I felt like though.
No, I thought we did good on our Halloween. Because
I feel like we've been phoning it in since the beginning of October. Honestly, it's just me.
You felt like what?
I felt like we were kind of phoning it in.
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like we've been in a busy holiday time for about 3 months.
2 anyway.
That's just me. So after Dark Arts, we did all over the place, and then Serial Killer Sunday.
Serial Killer Sunday was fun.
Yeah, that was kind of cool, talking about all the different serial killers.
Yeah, that was a cool one.
What was your favorite serial killer?
Ted Bundy. Gacy's there up there too. He's up there too, but now Ted Bundy probably.
It's weird that you have a favorite serial killer.
I wouldn't say my favorite.
No, I asked you who's your favorite, and you came up with a couple different names. Sounds pretty twisted.
The American government.
That doesn't count.
Why not? Why doesn't the American government count as a serial killer? Explain that to me now.
Because it's not a person. Serial killer is a person.
Yeah, there's somebody there that's pushing the button, dropping them bombs on them little babies from the drones.
You're horrible, man.
I'm not the one doing it. Why am I horrible?
Serial Killer Sunday was a good show. Moving on. After that was our very first ever all call-in show.
Chris Dabney says we didn't even bring up Crowley in our Dark Arts show. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys?
He's got a point.
Well, he didn't say that, but he said we didn't bring up Crowley.
We didn't even say the words Aleister Crowley at all.
No, I'm pretty sure we did say it, but we didn't go in depth about it, yeah.
I find it hard to believe. I don't believe you, Chris.
Marissa Johnson says, yes, Crowley was not mentioned. What's up with that, guys?
All right, that's two of them.
Yep,
I'm going to ban them both from chat.
You're fucking us up here.
Nobody. That's nobody says how shitty we are. Except us.
Except us, yeah. We totally...
No, the call-in show was great, though. We had what? I don't know, 9, 10, 11 people, something like that, call in.
The
we were supposed to have
call-in
people
show-
calling from all over the world, but it ended up we only getting people from the U.S. just due to scheduling problems and this or that. So we had somebody in Australia got caught behind a train wreck, or not a train wreck, a car crash, and couldn't get home.
Yeah, we had 2 guys that were going to call in from Scotland and wanted to talk about the same thing, remember?
England.
Ireland.
No, it was England.
Was it?
Yeah, they were talking about
Brexit.
Not Brexit.
It was the work party guy, the labor force guy.
Yeah, I forget his name. Though.
I can't remember his name either.
Hold on, I got the.
You got the show doc?
Yep, show outlines.
While he's looking that up, I would offer an interesting bit of information that surreal is Merriam-Webster's word of the year this year in 2016. Coincidence? I think not.
Jeremy Corbyn.
Jeremy Corbyn, that's it. Jeremy Corbyn.
That would have been David Cornaby and a Nicholas Duckney who was supposed to have called him. But that
Yeah, see, Chris Desney says, no, you said his name one time.
And they know our show way better than we do. That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah, but that's probably like we know. I know Star Wars better than
I've got it
Harrison
up.
Ford.
Here's what we had on the call-in show. We had Eli call in. He talked about what would have been the possession of Gregory Lane. You remember that?
Oh yeah, dude, that was cool because that was something that we totally didn't know. That was a personal.
Yeah, that was a cool one.
That was personal. Yeah, that's something that he witnessed as a kid.
Kat called in.
That's
She's
a
on
captivating
chat right now.
story, man.
She's one of our most dedicated listeners, I would say. She's always on the group, which is cool.
Surrealite.
She's a surrealite, as Eric would say. Let's see. I don't remember Devin Chandler called in. God, I'm going to stop calling out any more names because I don't remember everybody that called in that day. I know Dave Strange, we talked to him. Jason Laswell, we talked to. JB.
Yeah.
Tyler Hutchcross, we talked to. He was over in St. Louis.
What did he have to say? What was his about?
I think we talked about the Denver airport with him.
Oh yeah, the Denver airport was a good one.
How they spent way more.
Yeah,
money
they went. It was supposed to be $2 billion, and they went $2 billion more over budget.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, the murals and shit. Now it looks like a swastika, and yeah, Denver airport was a good one.
Yeah, so it was a pretty good show. The call-in show.
That was our first one, and it was successful. We were actually kind of worried about it. We were kind of worried about the call-in show. No, we just took calls just like today, but nobody's calling. But
yeah, hey, anybody out there? Once again, anybody want to call in? Make it non-boring for the others. If not, we don't hold it against you. All right, let's go back to the list here. Where were we at? Call-ins. Call-in show. Where is it? All over the place. Serial killer. Call-in. A government for the people.
Yeah. Question mark.
Yeah, that's the way it was.
That was a good show.
Well, tell me about it because I don't even remember it.
Oh, it was just basically if they're acting in our
a month
best.
and a half ago.
It was if they're acting in our best interest or not. Remember?
Oh yeah, that was the military police state.
Yeah, police state. Yes, exactly right. Which I don't think we did justice on the police state part of it, but whatever.
That was your fault because it was your topic, pal.
Right. It's always my fault. How about you pick a topic and you do some research and you figure out what we're going to talk about instead of just be me.
I do that a lot. Like the next episode was climate change. Does it get you hot? I guess that was not really my pick either. It was Armand.
Yeah, which was a great episode. He brought it. He came good. He came a lot of research. And
research. He'd been asking me for 2 or 3 months. He works with Line Up, the network we're on. He kind of lives in the office. I don't know really how that works. He's got his own office that he sleeps in. But he's a smart dude, man.
Yeah, he is.
Said on the show he's been on lots of game shows. He was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
He made it all the way to the $1 million question, didn't he?
Made it to the $1 million question and was smart enough to walk away with $500,000. Nice. You can find that on YouTube right now. Search Armand Kachigian.
Yeah.
It's one of the results. It's like a 4-part video series.
Good luck spelling that.
ARMAND space KACHIGN GAIN. Kachigian.
Kachigian.
Armenian, man. He's Armenian.
Oh, right.
All Armenians end in Ian, strangely. Like another guy.
Is that true?
Yeah.
What about that MMA fighter, the Pitbull? Or the
Manny Gamburian.
Oh, wow. What about his cousin, the...
Carl Parisian.
Wow, no shit, mind blown.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you. On the Shield, there was Margos Desarian, was the Armenian money train guy.
Wow, man, that's crazy.
You didn't know that?
No, I had no clue.
Yeah, Armenians end in Ian. It's pretty neat. We're going to need to just do a show on Armenia, too. We talked about it before, but they've got the whole... the
genocide.
The genocide, and there's all kinds of weird places over in Armenia as well. Do you know where that's at? It borders Iraq on the north side.
It'd be in between Iraq and Russia or Turkey?
I think Russia.
It wouldn't be Turkey. It'd be...
I don't think they border
You know,
Turkey
my
anymore.
geography skills are pretty much null and void once we leave here, this North America, so...
Okay, let's see. I got the map up here. They're between... Hold on, I got to zoom out.
Well, who committed the genocide against the Armenians?
Supposedly, and our government hasn't ratified it yet, is Turkey.
Turkey.
Most of the other governments in the world have said, yeah, it was a real thing. It happened. Supposedly what they did is they take them on death marches. They would march just shit tons of them out into the desert until they died. Just march them until they died.
How did the people that were marching them not die?
They were on horses and had water. Yeah. So they don't border Iraq. They border Iran and Azerbaijan. So they're between Iran and Georgia.
Oh, the crazy FBS Russia guy?
Yeah.
That's where he's from, right?
I don't think he's actually
Georgia?
Russian, though.
No, he's from Georgia.
Like Atlanta, Georgia.
Have a nice day.
That guy's not German or Russian.
He's Georgian.
He is not. You're talking about the crazy Russian hacker?
No, I'm talking about the guy that
SPS
shoots
Russia.
all the SPF
He's
Russia.
He's not Russian either.
He's got a great accent then.
Yeah, he does.
He's American? Are
He's
you
American, yeah.
No,
It's a
for
whole
real?
put-on. Check it out. It's a put-on.
I'm fucking pissed.
Anyway.
Scientology would be a good episode. Kardashian, Chris Dabney says, haha, that would be the shortest episode ever. I don't know. You obviously haven't.
Kardashians are Armenian.
Kardashian. Oh, maybe that's what she's talking. Are they Armenian?
Yeah, they are Armenians, yeah.
Kardashian. God damn, that's crazy.
Yep.
It would be a short episode. There's not a whole lot to talk about. It's short and Bruce Jenner.
Bruce Jenner's not Kardashian. Kardashians are from Star Trek.
Yeah.
The spoonheads. That's kind of racist against Kardashians.
What do they look like, Kardashians?
Remember they had the spoon-looking thing, and they got the neck ridges that go out? Hold on.
Oh, the one guy from D Space Nine with the
Goldacott.
he had Goldberg muscles here, but they weren't really.
Kinda.
Right? Am I wrong there?
Yeah.
He was a shapeshifter?
No, that's Odo. Here's
that's
a Kardashian.
Yeah, that guy.
See if I can get it here.
For the podcast, you're not getting much of a visual on that.
Kardashian, not Kardashian.
Has there been an MK Ultra show? No, Harry Pothead, but we really want to do one.
I don't really want to, but
I've been talking about MK Ultra since we started this thing.
Marissa says yup. I guess she's talking about the Kardashians.
Yeah, Scientology would be a good episode to do because they're like.
That's in our cult episode, though. We talked about that in the what was it?
But we could really do a whole episode on them. You know what I mean? Yeah, because with enough stuff that's out there about them, you know how they got their tax exempt status?
Blackmail. Pretty much.
That's how they became the Church of Scientology versus just us bunch of idiots.
The cult of
Scientology, right? Yeah.
All right. After climate change, we did alien doo-doo.
Alien doo-doo.
So it was a Redux episode on aliens. It was one of our second or third Redux we done.
Yeah.
And we called it Alien Doo-Doo because, one, it was Aliens Part Doo.
Uh-huh.
And it was kind of a shitty episode. We saw that coming. So we pre-named it
Alien Doo-Doo. Yeah.
But the French do.
Do. D-E-U-X.
So it's kind of like 22. Catch 22? I don't know.
Cardassia will rise.
We're getting almost back up to where we're at now. After that, next week was our road trip.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What episode?
Sorry about that. Yeah. I mean, we released the 15-minute conversation we had as we were driving by Indianapolis. And then a tail end 2 minutes I put on
I don't even feel like we need to talk about that.
We'll just leave that one alone.
Right.
Then next week we kind of filled in the gap of the road trip show, what we were going to talk about on the road, urban legends. And we opened up the phone lines. Had a couple call-ins.
Urban Legends was a good one.
Yeah, I better check my email real quick just in case somebody, and I might have missed it in chat. But what urban legends were your favorite?
None.
None? Why not?
No, I had, I don't remember which ones we talked about. God, my attention spans, or my memories as long as my, never mind, but I just don't know what we were talking about.
Really?
Really? Urban legends. What were the urban legends that we talked about? The Hook guy from the movie with what's her name, Jennifer Love Hewitt. Remember that was an actual urban legend.
Yeah, that was Know What You Did Last Summer.
I Know What You Did Last Summer. Yeah.
All right, after urban legends, we did Sandy Hook. That brings us up to
speed.
Yeah, what we talk about Sandy Hook? Was that when we do that?
There's this chick named Sandy. She had a hook hand.
Don't start shitting on Sandy Hook again, because even though you say that was likely a put on by the government or whatever.
Right.
Even if there's a small chance that all those kids got killed and those people got killed, have some respect.
Yeah, how small of a chance are you talking?
Even if it's 0.01 and there's a chance that these kids got killed.
Oh yeah, that's not imminent though. That's too big of a chance.
You think you're basically 100% sure it's fake?
Yeah.
I don't see how you could say that.
I don't see how you couldn't say that.
That's like atheists and religious people who don't realize that they're exactly the same. You know what I mean?
It's like Alex Jones and Fox News.
Right, they're the exact same thing.
Exact same.
But yeah,
except they didn't pretend to kill a bunch of kids and put on a show just for gun control.
Well, yeah, that's not we're not comparing them with the quote unquote government, put
right.
on people. But So that's where we're at. What do we got?
71 episodes, man.
Well, 71 items on iTunes. That includes 3 calling-in shows.
A couple video bonus episodes. So what do we have? Individual, about 65.
Video bonus episodes. We had the Happy Holidays from Lineup, which just released, which is like,
Okay, and then we also had your 10
better than 65.
65 episodes, man. Yeah, man, that was...
Let's see. We
have 47 YouTube videos.
47, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
What was our length of time?
Well, for Nick of Time, we had 12 hours, 31 minutes, and 25 seconds of audio. For Surreal Talk, we have 35 hours, 28 minutes, and 10 seconds.
That's up to date up to
before
Sandy
today.
Hook. Up to Sandy Hook. That's interesting.
Yeah, so total we're looking at
50 hours-ish.
Yeah, a lot.
That's a lot of time on the air, really. That's almost an hour a week for a full year with 2 weeks.
That's like my work week, 50 hours.
Pretty wild. Then you throw in all the time we did on research. We put some time in.
Oh, I'd also like to say that I don't want to yank our own chain here, but we are number 1 on the Lineup Media Network.
Don't yank our chain. You're going to give us. You're going to jinx us, and we're going to get shit on next week. Everybody will do better than us.
But to be fair, we've been number 1 for a while.
Yeah, we're okay. Anyway, moving on. So we asked the question: am I still a closed-minded dickwad? This is on our pre-show.
Yeah, okay. Because when we started this, Everett was a closed-minded dickwad. What I say was, but still kind of is. But we want to know what you guys think. When you listen to the earlier episodes of him, he was just an asshat.
Poo-pooed everything. That's for sure.
Yes, he did.
I'd say I've opened up a little.
You have. And I was also talking that how I am not so much of a
mindless sheep.
Yeah, I'm more
on the other side. You were basically the same thing as like the people who believe Fox News. You were drinking Alex Jones Kool-Aid. You were InfoWars.
No,
that was your thing.
I didn't really like InfoWars.
Bullshit. You had the magnetic bumper.
What have I always told you though? It's a good place to start, but it's not somewhere where you want to end up. InfoWars is a good place to get your mind open.
You've literally never said that.
I've literally said that a million times. You go back and check the podcast. I've said it on air before.
I disagree. Anybody on Facebook chat?
No, I've said that to you. I'll headbutt you.
I'd like to see you try.
We'll duel again.
I'm not even fucking scared, man. I got mine right here.
Shit, I don't even know where mine is.
Talk your shit. Let's see. Where are we going to go from here?
Vegas.
Vegas? You want to do a show in Vegas?
No, I couldn't go to Vegas, man.
Why not?
Some people just can't handle Vegas.
That's you. Huh?
Yeah, that's
You've never
me.
been, have you? It's pretty
Nope.
Cool. We should do a Vegas show. Go out to Vegas. I know a guy
I don't have
who
the
lives out
money
there.
for that type of shit.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Unless we get a sponsored Vegas trip, I don't have the money to go to Vegas.
It ain't that expensive to get out there. A couple $100.
Right, but what do you do when you're there?
I don't know. Gamble. Strip clubs?
Gamble, strip clubs, both things that cost a bunch of fucking money.
I know people out there. We could probably get a place to stay cheap.
Well, I mean, we could sleep on the street. I'm not talking about... I could sleep on the street.
I ain't sleeping on the street in Vegas.
Why not?
You ever watch CSI?
Yeah, good point.
Clark County's a motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh, also something I wanted to say
No,
was...
seriously, where do you want to go with the show this next year?
I would like to get a little. I would like to get back to conspiracies a little more. I really would. I would like for us to get our Facebook count up a little bit, our group count up a little bit, our YouTube subscriber count up a little bit.
No shit. We want to grow.
We would like. There you go. I want to grow.
Yeah, I would like to grow too. Another thing we were talking about doing. This is off-topic show. We are considering doing something called what we're concepting as.
Yeah, you guys let us know what you think about this.
We want to call it the Better Brother Show. It's not a conspiracy-based show. It's basically going to be a YouTube vlog type of show where every week we would go out and do a competition with each other. Like we would go out to the gun range and see who's the better shot. Like what else?
Who could eat more Jack in the Box tacos in one sitting?
Yeah, just weird shit.
We were going to do that because if you notice, a little bit of competition here between us. We're kind of competitive, not so much of a rivalry, but a friendly manner. And we wanted to maybe start another YouTube channel, or not so much a podcast, because this would be more visual, called the Better Brother Show, and where we would exactly that.
Find out who the better brother is.
Find out who the better brother is.
Not really find out. We know.
Yeah,
prove.
me.
I
right.
would prove that I'm the better brother.
But so every week, I would pick something that Everett would not be able to do at all. And
I would pick what you're good at.
And then the next week.
At it.
Oh yeah. Is that right?
Like I wanted to do a welding contest, but you'd have to do it opposite-handed, just to be fair.
That's fine. I could do it opposite-handed and upside down, and still smoke you in a welding competition.
Well, now that we've got this on, that's the way we'll do it.
Yeah, I've got pictures on my Facebook of me welding upside down, one-handed. Look, all you have to do is look. They're there.
Okay, cool. I will check that out.
Yeah.
You're so cool, Dick.
What do you got on yours? You doing computer stuff?
What do you mean? On my Facebook?
Yeah.
I don't post
you know what we need to do? We need to go to like a go-kart track and just like have a race.
See, we can't do that though.
Why?
I got you by close to 80 pounds probably.
That's not my fault.
That's not your fault. But at the same time, you're going to have to give me like some sort of like, seconds per lap. What we'll have to do is a couple hot laps, find out what our averages are, and then we'll handicap it.
Handicap it. Yeah. We could
That'd
do that. Or we could do stroke play and golf. Anyway, either way we go, we were seriously contemplating a Better Brothers episode.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys think about that, but let us know. If you guys would watch, we're gonna do it. I want to do it anyway, even if we don't record it.
Yeah. This guy says Eric is the guys from The Hangover.
Eric is the guys from The Hangover?
That's what it says. I'm all of them.
You're more like Alan with your brain.
I don't think so. If anybody, I'd be like Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Yeah. I don't know. Stu's all right, though. He's...
You'd be like
Hey,
Chang.
doctor.
What's his name? Is it Chang?
Yeah. But did you die? It's funny because it's true. What's that guy's real name? He's really a doctor. Do you know that?
Ken
Ken
Young.
something. Yeah.
Ken Young.
With a J?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeung.
Everybody says they'll watch. They all say they'd watch us.
Oh, cool. Well, we'll get around to that.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. We got some shirts, which
Scott asked what kind of work we do, real quick.
What kind of work do we do? Well, I actually was the boss of the container shop that I work in. I work in what we do is we haul hazardous waste. It's a hauling company right here, Midwest Sanitary Service, if you can't see.
Yeah, they can't. There's no camera on the back of your head. Come on, just get into it.
Anyways, I fix dumpsters. I'm a glorified dumpster repairman. I paint them. I make sure that they're sealed tight. That they can.
How are you glorified?
Because I'm good.
Oh, okay.
But I actually recently made it all the way to the boss position. I've worked there for a decade, and I gave that shit up. I didn't want to be the boss anymore. I liked being the worker. So.
I think that was a bad idea.
Hell no, it wasn't a bad idea. It was a great idea. So I like being a worker instead of being a boss. But what I do is I weld, I paint. I basically do maintenance on dumpsters. That's really about it. But it's not just like your regular run-of-the-mill dumpsters. These dumpsters have to haul.
It's not like what the dude would hit.
Yeah, it's not your, well, I do weld on front loader dumpsters also, the ones that the
standard
I weld on those as well. But it's what would hold hazardous waste if like an oil refinery or a big industrial place.
Factory.
Yeah, anything. Like there's actually everywhere all over around here, Monsanto, we haul for
Hey,
Bayer.
don't say any names like
we
that.
haul for everywhere.
Yeah, it's too late now.
Anything that is hazardous. And, like I said, if it's hazardous, you cannot have that leak in. If it leaks, then
Right, there's EPA concerns. We get it. You're,
so you got to be a decent welder.
Man.
Yeah, I'm a dumpster man. There you go.
You're a welder. You paint shit.
Mm-hmm. I've done that for about 10 years. What do you do, Everett?
That's a little
Besides
bit more of a
be an asshole.
I've been doing that for
Which
all
you're
my
a
life.
professional.
I'm a pro. Jeez, it's a hard question to say that here. I work at Lineup Media, but I also work at a lot of other businesses we have. We have a financial company that's similar to PayPal that we're working on launching.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of stuff. Long story short, by trade, I'm IT, information technology. I do network shit. I do programming on a limited basis. Shit like that. Also, what I do here, we're writing TV shows. So I write on TV shows. I write on movies that we're developing.
Yeah, he was one of the originals for Mama's Family.
I was
made
Vinton's twin brother.
Yeah.
No, but we do. It's really hard. When people ask what I do here, it's strange.
Everything.
I get into all kinds of stuff here.
Well, hell, here, even a matter of fact, didn't you build this studio?
I built this studio. I had a little help, but for the most part, this was my baby.
Yeah. Both of them, actually. There's another studio right down the hall.
Yeah, I did that one too. And we're going to have another one eventually, so that's kind of cool. Let's see. Any other questions here? What kind of work? No, we just answered that. Take your chains. Wait for the show. Hey, thanks. Yank your chains. She's yanking our chains. Thank you, Kat, for yanking our chains. I love a good chain yanking. As long as it's not a self-chain yanking. God, this is getting...
That's the best kind.
This is getting real strange real quick.
Yeah. I like ball busting, which can be turned into ball breaking, which in a very serious case goes to chain yanking.
Fair enough. All right, well, unless anybody else has got anything or they finally want to call in. Nobody wanted to call in today. I'm really disappointed.
I can't blame them. We're assholes.
I wouldn't want to talk to you, but talking to me would be
fun.
fun.
No, we were gonna give a shout out to all of our people that are always.
Oh shit! On our group and the people who are always on our YouTube stream. So hit it up. Start ahead. Yelling out names. We're gonna miss people surely.
Yeah. Well,
first of all, who's on stream today?
Who's on stream today? We've got Marissa Johnston, Scott Albany,
John's son.
Harry Pothead. I like that name. That's funny. Chris Dabney. He's always here too. Kat Hiltz, which is
she was on our call-in show. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see, Scott Albanese. Chris, we said. Who else we got?
I don't know. I'm going to check the group and see the people that always post in the group, which we have quite a few. We have a great group. Why don't you guys check out Surreal Talk, the group?
Yeah, Facebook.com/Surreal Talk group.
Kyle Colley,
Rome
McCauley.
Eric Hicks in the chat.
Everett Hicks is there. I don't know that guy. He seems like a weirdo.
Justin H., first-time caller or long-time listener.
Marissa Johnson, she's also in the chat, but she's big on the group as well.
Yeah, Blizz. Thanks for calling.
Rodney Greenway, he is he's always
Frank Reynolds.
Yeah, Frank Reynolds. Eli Wilkerson, he was on the call-in show.
Yep, Eli was always
Eric Fairfax, Mike Mowry. We're trying to give a shout out to all you guys, man. Everyone that's in it. Nate Hunter.
It's made our first year so great.
Yeah, Kevin Yarrow.
Bun 420. She's been in the chat a few
times. Blizz is always in the show.
Blizz.
Did you say Blizz?
Don't give him more than he should get.
Oh, I'm giving him it all. I'm giving it all to you, Blizz.
You're giving him the whole.
Dude got my name right. What'd you say, Scott Albanese?
Yep. That's what I said, Scott Albanese.
Is that? I guess that's a hard one to get right.
Thanks to all of our guest hosts this first year. Alex was on a bunch.
Yeah.
Let's see. We had a couple of your
Mark.
buddies. We had Mark. We had Brian. We had Sean. Who else do we have?
Armand.
Armand was great.
Armand was good. I believe that was. We didn't have a whole lot of people. We got Justin Hooper that's always in the group. Jessica Theodore.
Tommy England.
Jason Tussett. Yeah, Tommy England, yes. Who is it? Man, there's a bunch of them.
Let's see. Rick Kelly's been on a lot of our stuff.
Yeah.
Nick Soledad. Let's see. Who else has been in some of the stuff?
That's old Jerome.
Eli, you said. Jens Perozzi's been on a lot of our stuff. I've seen him a lot. Justin Sonbach.
Chris Dabney says he emailed you.
Did he right now?
Yeah, that's what he says.
All right, hold on here.
Eric and Everett go to White Castle. I don't know what that means.
He can call in to talk about Crowley. You want to talk about Crowley for a minute?
I might as well.
All right, hold on.
I don't know a whole lot about it. Let me get something pulled up about Crowley.
All right, I guess we're going to do this. I'll call him real quick.
You call him. Mr. Crowley. Bam, 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 bam. Kevin Yarrow, too. I forgot about that.
Hey, you're just kind of dead air, you know?
Yeah. I'm trying to look up something. I don't know a whole lot about Crowley. It's an Ozzy Osbourne song.
Just don't let it sit dead.
Just don't let it sit dead. Hey, so I'm assuming that Eric and Everett go to White Castle is like maybe that's the like a movie that we should star in. Didn't they already do that one though?
Yeah, they did that one already.
Encore, Justin H. Oh yeah, he's a longtime listener, first time streamer. Thanks, we appreciate you. Appreciate everybody. Boop, 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 boop. Making a call. Let me handle this one.
You got this?
I got this.
Hope I called the right number this time.
Hello?
Hello, this is Pizza Hut. I just want to make sure that your order's on pace for a pepperoni and... Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Oh, crap. I'm sure I screwed something up.
Oh, man. Here we go. Hello?
Hang with us.
Everett says hang with us. He's not very good at his job. Oh, look, he hung up.
Huh?
Yep, I blame that all on you.
Why are we not getting anything here?
I like White Castle. White Castle's good. Sliders are awesome.
Well, I don't know what's wrong.
Okay, so maybe we got to save that for a next week call-in or something.
I guess so. I ain't got time to. I'm not gonna troubleshoot it while we're. Wow.
Right.
Man, we could have gone the whole episode. Chris, you just called us out. That's all that was about. He's like, I bet these bitches ain't even ready. So sorry, Chris, man.
Well, hey, man, you know what
for
that
whatever
means?
reason, you couldn't hear us.
That means we gotta
wasn't going through.
We got to have Chris come call in next week or something about Crowley because we've had 3 or 4 people talk that they wanted to hear that. So,
Bummer.
I don't even know, like.
What?
Yeah, so did you guys try to call? Yeah, we totally did, dude.
That was us. we fucked it.
Yes,
So-
we screwed the pooch on that one. Actually, I would say Everett screwed the pooch on that.
I'm going to get back to doing the last couple of shout-outs we got, and then we'll just go ahead and end the episode.
All right, right on.
Brandon LaRose was another. Justin Hooper, we've seen him a lot.
Yes,
Edward
yes.
Eldon. Let's see, who else?
Eldon
Alberto
Krause.
Lobos, I've seen him a few times. Sergio Martinez.
Yes. Mm-hmm, yes.
Rick Sparks.
Rick
Mike
Sparks.
Mowry.
Yeah, all those guys. All those names sound familiar.
Aaron Bruce, I've seen him on there. Rodney Greenway, Jose Nunez.
Rodney Greenway, yeah, I said him. Jose Nunez, yeah. Oh, yeah. What about the
Eric Engel, Nick Klatt, I've seen on there. William Shields. He was a caller.
He was a caller?
I believe William Shields called in.
I think so.
Let's see. Robert Smith, Dave Strange, of course. Kyle Colley, I've seen his name on there a few times. Here comes Marissa again. She's in the list. Scott Albanese, who's on here right now. Chad Jenlinsky. Nate Hunter, I've seen on here a bunch. What are you looking up?
No, he said he couldn't hear us. I said, yeah, Everett sucks.
Okay, who else we got? I do not suck. Eldon Krause. Mm-hmm. Who else?
We'll have to put that on the Facebook. If you guys are frequent, man.
I missed you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we try, though. I mean.
That's basically it. We got all kinds of people, and I'm not saying them all. And, if you want to shout out, just email me. I'll be sure to shout you out.
Yeah, definitely.
You got anything else you want to get to this episode?
No, I wanted to talk about our shirts. Didn't you say we were going to maybe do something with shirts?
Yeah, we got a company that's going to be starting up some shit for some shirts, but there's nothing official yet.
Nothing official.
But Surreal Talk shirts are going to be a thing, other than the ones that we have.
Yeah, we have 4 Surreal Talk shirts,
Well,
but
anymore.
you ain't getting none of them.
Not anymore. We gave 2 of them away.
That's right. I have one, you have one, and one of our Surrealites has 2. As we each gave him one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's something that we're thinking about kicking around the office here. Is some shirts, probably get them to you guys for like $0.25 a piece or something. No, I'm just kidding. That's not at all possible.
I wish. Do you know how much I paid for those shirts?
I do not.
$150 for 4 of them.
What?
Yeah, I should have shopped around.
Yeah.
Should have shopped
Think
around.
I'll make 4 shirts for $150. How about that? I know a place down the road does them like $15 a piece.
Yeah, but the problem was I was getting white on black, which is apparently difficult. And most of these modern places don't do silkscreen; they just do straight like inkjet printing on your shirt.
Well, we can make a silkscreen thing.
I'm not doing that.
We're 2 like-minded individuals.
I don't do things like that.
Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to get one of those old projection TVs and like get the big magnifying glass out of the front of it. It's like
A Fresnel lens, right?
And then like frame it out with wood and then make like a stand for it so that I can
I've
melt
seen the YouTube
stacks
videos.
of pennies. I
Yeah.
want to do that so bad. Like I just want to.
Right outside of town, about 4 months ago, somebody had just thrown out a big old TV that still had the lens on. I thought about dropping.
You know what I need to do? Go to the free Craigslist ads and be like, "Oh, we're giving away the projection
DLP
TV for free. Yeah, needs a bulb. I'm on my way. I'll just break the thing out of it and leave it in their driveway."
Oh, Russell Burns. There's another shout out. Somebody we didn't mention.
Oh yeah, Russell Burns.
Says road trip to the snow for a week. Y'all have a good New Year's.
Hey, you too, buddy. Have a good New Year's. And we wanted to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, if that's your thing. If not, no
Happy
big deal.
Hanukkah,
Happy Hanukkah.
whatever your holiday,
Happy holidays.
or non-holiday is. Festivus for the rest of us.
Festivus for the rest of us.
What was that one JB was talking about on the group? Saturnarius or something?
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't think it was Jay, though.
Well, he had said something about it to me.
Oh, did he?
Hold on. I got to find this out now. Surreal Talk.
Alien doo-doo.
Saturnalia, whatever that is. It's the time for feasting, goodwill, generosity to the poor, the exchange of gifts, and decoration of trees. But it's not Christmas. It's a pagan Roman winter solstice festival.
Agreed.
Agreed. It's not an agreed thing. All right, that's it.
Did you see that meme I put on the group, though? It said, it was a picture of Santa Claus, and it was like, sees you when you're sleeping, knows when you're awake, NSA Employee of the Month.
That's funny stuff. All
right, you guys. This has been Surreal Talk, a lineupmedia.fm production, and this is our last show for 2016. So please join us in 2017. We hope to bring the laughs and the information. Which the information probably be at a minimum, but all the laughs will be.
Certainly how it works.
But thanks for all your support, all your love, everything that you guys do for us. We wouldn't have a show without you, so we appreciate it.
We probably still would. It just wouldn't be the same.
Yeah, it would be any good if
Probably
not.
still do it though.
Oh yeah. Like if everybody quit listening to us today.
Probably it'd be just a ghost town, but I don't care.
Nah, it'd be all right.
Gets us out of the house every Sunday. Or
Right.
Soon to be Saturday. All right, catch you all next week.
All right, have a good day.
Still live on YouTube. I want to know why.
You want to know? I want to know why you couldn't get the call thing together.
Yeah, I want to check that out right now.
See what I put up with? Do you guys see what I put up with? Put up with Everett not being able to get shit straight. Oh man, that's it. Whoa, what do you got going on there? That's a great point. That White Castles don't ship well. Scott says they have a 30-minute shelf life. That's true.
Oh, there it is.
What?
Well, we can call him now. I just had the slider down for it.
Oh, you suck.
Hey, man. I'm not a full-time producer. We have people that do this.
You should hire me for that position.
I just built it. I don't run it every day.
See you next year. See ya. We will be here next year.
White Castles have a shelf life of 30 minutes. I put them in my fridge overnight.
But they ain't the best.
I've left them on my counter overnight.
Me too. So they ain't the best, though.
They weren't the best to begin with.
Oh, they're good.
Love me some sliders. Even you ever buy the 6-packs?
No.
April gets those for me sometimes. They're 6-pack of frozen.
Oh, yeah, totally. Like at Mammoth?
It's like a minute and a half for 2 of them or whatever.
Yeah, like remember at Mammoth?
I don't remember.
Mammoth used to always have sliders in the fridge. We'd always eat sliders at Mammoth. Yes, I remember that.
I remember riding Amtrak, and I'd have those in the diner car.
Really?
Yeah. I'd get like 4 of them and get mayonnaise for whatever reason to put them on there.
Oh, the crave case. That's where it's at.
It was. Uh-oh. Shit. You about ready?
I'm ready when you are. So don't you have to shut down the YouTube live stream?
No, I figured I'd let it stay on.
You just going to let it stay on?
Yeah, let people, hang out.
Oh, yeah, you never know.
Eventually, we got the Cowboy show coming in tonight to use the studio.
Uh-huh.
So they can watch the Cowboys, guys, until they shut it off and go live on their show.
I mean, I guess. I don't think our guys would like... I don't think our guys are into that.
Some Cowboys fans.
How do you know?
I Facebook stalk every single person who joins our group.
Do you really?
Our page. Every single person.
God, can you just believe this guy?
Knowledge is power. I know so much about so many of these people that they don't know I know. If you've joined our page or our group, I have read your name and your profile. As much as you show, I've seen.
Really?
It's kind of creepy, isn't it?
Have you read my profile?
I try to stay away from the fucking black hole that is you.
I don't blame you. My profile's a train wreck. Yeah.
All right, I guess that's it.
That's it.
Next week we'll rematch the...
Next week we're doing what?
We'll rematch the lightsabers, maybe?
Oh, you want your ass kicked next week, eh?
All right, catch y'all later.
Check out the beginning of the episode to see Everett get his ass kicked with a lightsaber. Shelf life of Big Mac, 30 years. That ain't no shit. They got those ones that are like 7 years old that are sitting in